What's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Great news. I am so excited. I had ordered my Nexus 6 back on November the 12th. Because of the high demand for the phone, it took a while for it to come in. Now, I didn't get this at the Google Play Store. I actually went to Motorola.com and placed my order. I was supposed to originally be getting it next week, but it just got shipped out yesterday from China. And obviously it was overnighted because today, December the 3rd, this beast has finally arrived home. So let's go ahead and do this unboxing. Now, the Nexus 6, the box itself, I'm guessing, is about that big. FedEx did a lot of packaging, really big box. So let's go ahead and crack this open. You know how you get a new toy and get all excited and shit. I was very, very surprised when I saw the information about it being delivered today. Got all this stuff here. Okay. In the box itself, it doesn't look like it's all too big. So, here you have it. So the box isn't that big, but bam. You see the 6 right there. This is very basic packaging. You have your IMEI. I'm not going to show all the labels for that and everything. But this is the box itself. I got the 32 gig variety. Actual usable memory for me, besides what's used for internal storage for the system, I'm going to get about 24 gigs, which is fine by me because I don't really keep a lot of movies or anything on here. Don't really download a lot of games. Don't really take a lot of pictures. And usually if I do record any videos, I'll end up removing those shortly afterwards. So let us go ahead and crack this open. Got my utility knife. I want to be the first brother to cut myself. So, okay. And then the magical moment. Let gravity do its thing. Okay. And who is this? The excitement. And there you have it. Whew, look at this. Magnificent device. So this is the Nexus 6. So you have the branding, very cool. Motorola dimple. You have your ring flash. It's a pretty big phone. Now, a lot of people have complained about the size. It is a large phone. Now, my old phone, and just for comparison, because for the past year and a half, I've been using the Samsung Note 2. So by comparison, these are the two phones. Footprint-wise, the Nexus 6 is slightly wider at the base, a little bit taller. This phone, I got this off of eBay, my Note 2, and the person who sold it to me included an OtterBox protective case. The OtterBox protective case, it adds a bit more bulk to this phone, but it also protects it. Obviously, OtterBox is known for that. But in all honesty, with the OtterBox case on this Note 2, it's about the same thickness, no, same width, I should say, as the Nexus 6. So there's really no issue. I've got really big hands, so I guess when I see a lot of videos where people are handling the Nexus 6, it looks like they have tiny hands. My hands are rather large, so when I hold the phone, it doesn't really seem big. It is a large phone, don't get me wrong. This is a beast of a phone, but it's not overwhelming like people make it out to be. But let me just go ahead and set this aside. So you have all of your documentation here, very basic. Shit people normally don't read. So I know me, I'm a tech kind of guy, but it just talks about how to charge it. I mean, we all know how to plug shit in. It talks about where the power button is, where you plug in the micro USB cable. It talks about the NFC and all that. Just throw that to the side. It's got your your SIM key ejector right here. And it's just got your safety and warranty paperwork. That's basically it. So let me just go ahead and set that off to the side. And what's packaged in the box, you have your micro USB cable for your charger. And then it's got your turbocharger brick. Let me go ahead and just pull that open. I'm really excited. Extremely excited. Okay. So you got the little peel here. That's what everyone looks forward to, peeling that little protective plastic off. So this is the turbocharger. So I'm just using my webcam so it's not focusing automatically like it should. But this is the turbo power supply. So with this, you can get it, you know, charge it for about 15 minutes and get about 6 to 8 hours, something like that. So that's pretty cool. The micro USB, not that I really need another one. I've still got my one from the Note 2. I take pretty good care of my electronics, but I'm just going to go ahead and roll with this baby right here. Now this cable is about, let's see here. It's about 3 feet. I think work with. I'm not going to be using it for long, you know, extending it like from the couch and trying to charge on the wall where my TV is, nothing like that. So that's not an issue. But once again, I'm not going to get the phone started up. I actually have to get ready for work. What I'm going to do is just go with my first impressions and everything, and probably just do some editing, blend that video with this current one. That way, have a general idea. But whew, the phone itself, very thin. Just a beautiful phone. So I'll get more into the details for the phone itself. I have to make sure I do some dusting here because I've already purchased some accessories. So I got screen protectors. I ordered this in advance, and I also purchased a protective case because you're gonna have a phone like this. You gotta have a protective case. There's absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But once again, this is just a quick unboxing of the Motorola Nexus 6. It goes off contract for about $649 plus tax for the 32 gig flavor. For the 64 gig flavor, it's $699 plus tax. When I went to order, I actually wanted that one. This is the Midnight Blue. So, whew. Wow, just exciting. Exciting. But once again, this is the Motorola Nexus 6. I shall do my first impressions video after I get home from work later tonight. Can't wait. Peace. Just wanted to continue with this video. Once again, I got this beast of a phone, my new toy, the Motorola Nexus 6. Just got this in before I went to work, so I didn't really get a chance to play with it. Haven't done any setups. I wanted to share this experience with everyone on YouTube. So first things first, I haven't turned this on, but let's go ahead and press the power button. Watch the splash screen. Google, yeah. So let's just wait for that. And of course you have your boot animation. Nothing all too fancy, but different than what I had with my Galaxy Note 2. Once again, this phone served me very well. I'm pretty sure this phone is going to serve me for a very long time. I don't really have much of a choice. I was told that I'm not allowed to get any more phones. But here you have it, Android. So this is the Motorola Nexus 6. I've already gone ahead and done the unboxing, but it's just beautiful, very thin. When you look at the construction, once again, you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack here. You have your nano SIM tray right there. I actually had to go and get a new SIM card. I thought it would use the mini SIM, but it did not. On the bottom, it's got your micro USB port for charging and data transfer. On the very bottom here, can't really tell, and the camera won't cooperate in autofocus, but there's a microphone right there. At the top, you have the dual ring flash. Now with this, for the flash itself, dual ring, rear camera is a 13 megapixel f2.0 aperture, iOS optical image stabilization, and it has the capability of recording up to 4K. And then of course you have the front camera up, and it's going to give you a 2 megapixel shooter up front, so for your selfies and everything. It is water resistant, not that I care, because when it comes to electronics I don't put it around moisture, so I don't quite understand that, but not really a big feature for me. Display with this, diagonally you have the 5.96 inch AMOLED 1440 by 2560 QHD display. It has 493 ppi pixel density, and it's rocking the Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Not a very heavy phone, weighs about 184 grams, about 6.49 ounces. Dimension-wise, you have 159.3 millimeters tall and wide 83 millimeters. A lot of people, once again, when it was announced that this would basically be the Nexus 6 model, which is essentially a blown up Moto X 2014, people complained about the size, because Nexus phones, especially with the Nexus 5, you know, that definitely set a standard at 4.9 inches, so people are very comfortable with that size. But phablets are the end thing now, where you're looking at the LG G3, the Note 4, even iPhone got on with the program, and they have their 4.7 inch iPhone 6, and then they have the 5.5 inch iPhone 6 Plus. I haven't really had a chance to play with it in detail, haven't really set it up. I'll go through that process, but I just wanted to kind of go over a couple things. Once again, this is the 32 gig model. There's a 64 gig. So off contract, you're talking about $649 for the 32 gig. Usable storage, once the system takes over, you're going to get about 24 to 25 gigs that you can use as the user. And then of course you have the 64 gig model at off contract at $699 plus tax. You're going to have 3 gigs of RAM, CPUs, 2.7 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, 805 quad-core processor, I should say, with a 420 Adreno GPU. This is the first Android device to support the Android 5 Lollipop, so really looking forward to some of the features there. Now on the back here, this is just a unibody design. There is no removable back, no replacement for the battery. The battery itself is a 3,220 milliamp battery, which supports key wireless charging. With a phone this big and a battery that big, with moderate use, you're looking at getting usage of roughly a day and a half. Depends on how you use the phone. I'm gonna have to put that to the test and see just how long it takes before I have to recharge the battery. But one of the key things, just like with the HTC M8, you're going to have the dual front firing speakers. That's going to be big, especially if you like watching movies. That right there is just going to be crucial, whether you're watching media, playing games. Having the 2 speakers, the stereo speakers at that, is going to give you a much fuller sound. I'm going to have to put that to the test. I really don't watch a lot of movies or listen to a lot of music, but when I do, I want that full experience. So we'll definitely take a look at that. But this is just a first impression of the phone. As I stated, just a very nice phone. Gonna go through with setting everything up, so you have to please bear with me. So you have your Android Lollipop welcome screen here. We'll go into that. Then just have to set up for Wi-Fi. Now here's my network, Green Lantern 2814. Big Green Lantern fan, so let me go ahead and set that up. Okay, so right now it's just connecting. We'll see right here. I'm really interested as far as with the setup. Okay, so it's checking for software updates. All right, and then tap and go. And with this feature right here, basically it's saying quick copy and Google accounts backup, apps and data from your existing Android device to copy.
Make sure your other device is on and unlocked. Briefly place the two devices back to back until you hear a tone, then set aside.
So that's what I'm going to do. And once again, I've got my Old Faithful. Here's my Note 2. So the phone is on, it's unlocked. I just got my new card. I thought it was just an NFC feature. There we go. Touch OK. Bingo. I guess just moving it around and stuff like that. Oh, this is going to be nice. Not really into the location settings because I don't want Google to get all up in my shit. Okay, so let's go into this setup. Google now. Yeah, I'll go ahead and set that up. And I was just restoring. I see a couple of the apps that are already transferred over, so it's still transferring the data. But I'm pretty excited about this. I know there's going to be some apps that I'm not going to be able to transfer over, primarily because I have my phone rooted. Oh my goodness. It's going to also transfer some of the Samsung apps over as well. So I'm going to have to make sure to kill that. But I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, let this all set up, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I'm back. So I was able to get everything pretty much set up. One of the main things that I did was I went ahead to have the dark background. Really helps to save with the battery power. Haven't gotten all of my apps and everything situated as of yet. I'll work on that. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and get the screen, not the screen, but the case. One of the unboxing videos I did was for the Spigen Neo Hybrid case. It's two pieces. It's got the little plastic bumper. It's got the two openings for the camera as well as the Motorola logo. It's just a very simple application in terms of installing. So basically all you do is just snap the bottom part in, snap at the top. You just have to put, use a little bit of force. But that's basically it. It snaps right into place. And this will just add a layer of protection. Fits very snug, nothing bounce around. Make sure the buttons respond. Oh yes. The buttons are very, very responsive, so that's a very good thing. I think Spigen, this is my first time owning a Spigen case, but I'm very impressed. The buttons respond extremely well, so nothing overly sensitive. But also in the meantime, while I had the camera off, I went ahead to install a screensaver. A little nervous because, of course, you got a little speck of dust under there and it's all she wrote, and you got to go through the whole rigmarole of trying to get it fixed. But I was able to get everything taken care of. A little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but that's why you have the little cloth so that you can wipe it off. But this is the Motorola Nexus 6. Kind of like, well, I wish they would have had the Motorola information, well, just the logo right there, not Motorola, but the Nexus 6. Just have Nexus right here. I know they have a couple of cases that have the opening right there. I didn't necessarily go with that. Did see one case called the Ghost Tech. Looks pretty cool. Should be out by the middle of this month. I think I'm going to go ahead and try for that case as well. Looks pretty inexpensive. But this is, once again, just an unboxing and setup. First impressions so far. I'm very pleased. I'm going to make sure that I make the most of this. Once again, we got everything here. But if you like this video, I hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.